sausages.
The casabas or whatever.
Well, that big shit.
Yeah.
I didn't have, but I bought the sausages.
You bought the premium sausages. You still gotta tell me how much it was because
it's alright. I know about it.
And then Awuda was like, "Yo," because he kept going to her. "Yo, you pregnant? I'll bring you everything first. What you want?" Awuda one time told me, "Yo, I've eaten so much I can't no more, and I don't want to tell him no because he's treating me so nice."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yo, if he does corn," I was like, "Yo, I got that next." I was like, "Holy shit, corn!" But then they had the onions and the sauerkraut for the hot dogs.
Yeah.
I've never done that in a barbecue. I was like, "Yo, Father's Day barbecue, we bring in onions and sauerkraut."
Yo, and they do that like every weekend.
No, man.
They've been inviting Yanni the weekends before.
They did good.
They're always. He's always like, "Yo, come," because they'll just put whatever they have on the grill.
The liquor was flowing. Then they brought the bottles out from the house, and I said,
we took shots of tequila.
Then Santiago where it came with the cigars. Clyde came out with
the cigars were powerful.
What's it called? Vanilla and what?
Vanilla cognac.
Oh, the cognac and vanilla. Yes.
Yeah, the handy white cigars.
Woo! Not strong, good smell.
Yeah, man.
That even Jamil was like, is it Jamil?
Jamil
was like, "Yo, these cigars are fucking powerful."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, normally cigars are fucking strong and they will make me choke."
Yeah.
These shits, I smoked it like in less than 15 minutes.
No, we had an awesome time. We all chilled. I'm glad that like everybody had a good time. I'm glad that you guys felt like
I felt comfortable.
Felt in place. I was like a little bit worried at first when we got there, like that the girls didn't eat because I saw them hungry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, when's he gonna light it up? But I know him. He was just happy to see us, so he was in conversation.
Yo, once he saw me come in, I guess he didn't know I was coming. He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, we good now."
Yeah.
Now I feel comfortable because now I feel like I'm okay to be here. But it was definitely
we had so many beers. We bought a lot of beers. We drank so many beers.
I didn't try the IPAs because I know them shits would have fucked me
I
up.
tried the IPA. I bought a hazy one. That shit was good.
I took a sip of your beer.
That shit was good because it was nice and cold.
I wanted to take a sip of the Fly Dog that I brought them. They're 8.3.
Yeah.
But I was like, if I drink one of these, that's just going to take me over the moon. So I'm just, let me chill with Coronas and Presidentes. There was like 8 hookahs going around.
Yeah,
cigars.
We had a great time. We had food. Towards the end, no food to start, but then in the end, we had so much food, we couldn't eat no more.
We had a pool if you wanted to go into the pool.
Yeah.
And then they did beer pong that took like an hour.
Oh, yeah, so it was me.
It was 3 versus 3, and that game still took forever.
It was me, Jesus, and Yanni versus
Santi, Raquel, and
Crystal, yeah.
I'm like, and this table looked like it's been through war.
This was a wrestling table.
This is an ECW table. It was missing screws. It was rusty.
At one point, I thought Jesus broke it when Jesus tried to fix it and stuff.
I don't know how that table stayed up, but it stayed up. But definitely a good time. Then they sang "Happy Birthday" to Jamil's sister. That was the part that made me crack up because we were all singing "Happy Birthday." And then she was gonna start singing "Happy Birthday" because she thought it was a birthday for somebody else.
Yeah.
She was like, "No, it's for you."
Yeah.
So that was awesome. But definitely a great time. I will definitely go back. Hopefully we could do it like on a Saturday like that. We don't have to worry that Sunday we gotta hurry back up.
Let's go. Next tip off is about to start. We're gonna take this shot. Woo! The game just started.
Hey, cocksucker.
Take this shot.
Play the fucking
Fuck
New
Trae
York
Young.
Knicks. Fuck you, Trae Young.
Rakata. And I don't mean the fucking we singing Yandel song, bitch.
So yeah, man, it was definitely a good weekend.
Yeah, no, we had a great time. That was like Sunday, and then
the only thing that fucked it up is that we were watching the Knicks game on our phone, and we lost by 2 points.
It's fine. I mean, sometimes like it was good for all of us to be together and just hanging out.
Yeah, I especially see his face. I guess a lot of people don't come to his house like that. I don't know.
Nah, they do a lot of stuff, but
Even his nephew that was there,
he was
a
just
cool
excited
dude.
to have all his like just guys around, because I think a lot of times as girls, like sometimes Yanni will go beat a whole bunch of girls, so
Yeah,
he's always telling me, you know,
Oh,
I feel
God.
bad. He's always telling me like, yo, come through. You know, we gotta do this more. And now it was great. You know, he was giving us some
advice.
advice. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
about to be a dad, and you know, I don't want to give out his age, but
Yeah.
you know, I call him 50 Cent
yeah.
because that's his age, and he has, you know, a 4-year-old and a thing. He was like, "Yo, don't even worry about that. It's about just being there for them." He gave us
The Italian noses,
I'm
Papa.
telling you, there's all Italians in there, bro. The only Moreno, Spike Lee, and
Yeah.
Chris Rock,
And this guy, what's his name?
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan.
Everybody says Italiano. I don't know where all these fans came out of nowhere. I didn't know Knicks had that many fans.
There we are. We've been waiting,
I
bro.
know.
We've been waiting. That's what it is, man.
Yo, imagine the Knicks win the chip. That parade would be
yeah.
crazy.
We would, man. We
When was
would,
the last ticker tape parade you've been to?
Yankees.
That was the last one.
That's the last one.
Only
Did I go with
last,
you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
cut class.
Yeah, we cut class. I remember.
Was it cut class or we call out from work from Walgreens?
One of the two.
I think we called out from Walgreens, but that's the only. I think it was the 1996 ticker tape parade.
With Joe Torre.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the only one. We were hanging out by the Models by the park. I forget that
Yeah,
avenue.
it's crazy. Models don't even exist anymore. It's fucking crazy how shit is, man. How time flies. But yeah, like I was saying, we just all had a great time together.
The Knicks are playing hard.
You know what I mean? Like my cock, ish. Oh, take it to the hole. God damn!
I think they're playing.
Look at that. People coming off the bench.
Look at RJ Barrett looks big for a shooting guard, right?
Yeah. But yeah, man, like we just had a good time. It was like much needed. It was hot as fuck, like Al said.
My God.
You know, that night we were.
Sue came with long jeans and a fucking
Yo.
button down.
Yeah, it was like 90 degrees. People, one of our friends comes in with goddamn jeans and a button down
90 degrees. It was like
and a hat.
98 degrees, like the band, bro.
Yo, so we was just there chilling and shit. We were like, what the fuck? But one thing I wanted to ask you, when you were young, because this happened to me, your favorite player, Gallinari.
Oh, man. Fuck him, man. Ever since he
The one thing I was thinking about when I was in Brooklyn on Saturday was like, when I was young, like, especially now that I'm thinking of moving to Florida, when I was young, when you grew up in New York, you didn't think of moving to,
anywhere else.
you thought of moving to another part of New York.
No, I'll tell you this much. So when I grew up in Washington Heights, then we moved to Harlem, where my mom's at now. Then they had to renovate that building, and then they moved us to the Bronx. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember at one time I lived
Yeah,
in the
weeks.
Bronx. Yes.
Yeah, that's why I never visit you.
I hated the Bronx, bro. Like,
I know.
I wanted to stay in Manhattan because that's where I grew up.
Yeah,
So just imagine me trying to think about moving to another state. I didn't even want to move to the Bronx.
yeah.
But that shit was fucking wild for me living in Weeks Ave. So
Yeah.
I never thought about. I think you start thinking about that when you start going on vacation. Like when I first went to Miami with you and.
But I'm
Cisco.
saying before vacation. So when I was young, the way we thought about a place we want to live is by taking the train somewhere. So I know, like, when I first used to go to like Williamsburg, and I'm like, damn, this is cool, nice. I'm like, when I grow up, I want to move to Williamsburg. Or some people,
You see, I never went to Williamsburg. That's the thing. I went to Bed-Stuy because I used to mess around with a
well, you
morena.
probably didn't want to move there.
I didn't want to go to the projects.
But do you want to do you ever think, like, when you're young, like, I wanted to live by Coney Island? Or one place I could think of right off the bat from me growing up in the Heights, yo, when I grow up, I'm going to Riverdale.
For Washington.
For a while, or even avenues,
Yeah.
bro. That's how broke we were. So I thought that too. Yo, I'm moving to Fort Washington.
Because I grew up between Amsterdam and Broadway and St. Nick.
Yeah.
Those are fucking, I don't want to say trash.
Yeah.
But trash buildings. Then you go to Fort Washington and Riverside, it's like a whole different world.
Yeah.
So I'm be like, yo, these buildings got elevators. The buildings look bigger. So one time, Rodeo, if you're listening, you're gonna remember this. So Rodeo had a homegirl. I forget her name, but Rodeo knew her from G Dubs.
Yeah.
And she had a bunch of friends.
And
she lived in Fort Washington. Rodeo, if you're listening to this, text me if you remember her name or if you remember what I'm talking about. So it was me, Rodeo, and Alex.
Rodeo's gonna send you social security and everything.
So it was me, Rodeo, and Alex. Rodeo knew the girls from G Dubs. I went to Washington Irving, so I didn't know the hit girls. I knew the Blanquitas, Chinas, and all that. Rodeo knew uptown chicks.
Yeah.
So he took us to a party in Fort Wash that one of the girls lived. And I got into the apartment. I was like, holy shit, this apartment is fucking huge.
Yeah.
I want to move to Fort Washington, Riverside. It's like you go from Broadway and even Audubon. Booyah, the whole night.
Yeah, I know.
You go to Fort Washington, Riverside, you don't hear nothing.
I know.
It's like you're...
Or Bennett, where my cousin was.
Oh, Bennett.
I thought about living there.
I didn't know Bennett until years later on.
Yeah.
Everybody knew Fort Wash.
Yeah.
Fort Wash was a place to go. If you live between Fort Wash and Riverside, you got money.
Or Haven.
Yeah. You got money to live in those blocks.
It was even like if you order a cab from Haven, you gotta have money.
Yeah.
You call Haven, you crazy.
I didn't even want to live in Amsterdam because Amsterdam looked too hood.
Oh, yeah, Amsterdam.
From 163rd and on, Amsterdam looked too hood.
Amsterdam just looked all destroyed.
It looked dirty.
It was if you want to get your car fixed.
It looked mad dirty. So I used to go to Fort Wash to look for parties with my boys from 160, and then Rodeo took us to a party. I was in heaven. I was like, yes, this is where I want to live. So I could agree with you with that part. But for me to think about like moving to another state is when I first went on vacation with you guys to South Beach with Cisco and his G Unit tank tops.
Oh yeah.
That's all he owned. G Unit tank tops and shorts. So when we first went to South Beach, that was like my first experience like leaving New York. And I'm like, okay, there's more to New York than just hanging out in New York. There's South Beach, but then everybody that you know goes to South Beach. That's the shit. You like, oh shit, I went to school with you. What the fuck you doing? Oh, we just vacationing. Oh shit, I grew up with you. So that was the big issue that everybody knew from New York was over there. So then you had to go out to South Beach to Fort Lauderdale, fucking Tampa. But going on vacations, that's when it always brings me into mind, like, oh, I want to move out of the state. But then you'd be like, well, what am I going to do here? Because I'm here partying. Am I going to party the whole time when I move here? No. Once you move there, you got to look for work. You're going to become what everybody else is doing. Then everybody that lives there wants to move to another state. Because then when you're coming back home, you'll be like, oh, shit, for 2 more weeks, you think about moving to that state. But then you'll be like, I'm glad I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? So it was the same thing when we went to San Diego. Oh, shit, I want to move out here.
Oh, but yeah, I love San Diego.
Once you move out there, you're going to become the same thing everybody's doing. Working, go home. It's not like you're going to go to a bar every day.
Yeah.
Because you're not on vacation.
Yeah.
So that mentality always stuck with me. San Diego was the one spot that always stuck with me that I wanted to go and move. But then, if I moved there, what am I going to do? Work, home, weekend party, whatever. It's the same thing I'm doing here. But
yeah,
it's
different.
It's a different state. In a different state.
It's different.
But the thing is that San Diego's is
fish tacos for $1.
Yes, but cost of living is the same thing as here.
Now, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not like Florida probably cost for you guys. Cost of living is not good. It's gonna be different because tri-state is higher. You're gonna get more for your money over there. Yes, it's an extra $100, $200.
I think San Diego, you will get more space for your money.
Or if you're going closer to the beach, you're gonna pay way more.
Oh yeah, by Pacific Beach,
yes.
Hells yeah.
But if you stay away from it, then you're paying. Okay, your money's worth. You work and whatever.
One of my old coworkers from Gabriel, she's in San Diego. They're leaving because taxes.
It's getting expensive.
They're moving to Nashville.
and then Nashville's gonna get so popular
All those places
that it's
man.
gonna boom,
Yo,
and people are gonna move out.